Hello guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. In today's video I'm working on my 741 Bobcat. What I'm working on is this right drive motor. As you can see, I pulled it out, and as soon as I pulled it out I was like, uh-oh, that looks like water got in. Thinking, interesting. So I brought it inside into my shop, and yeah, definitely I could see there's water. I put it in a tray, and you could see clearly that's water moving on top of the oil. Question is, why do I have water in it? But anyways, why am I taking this thing off? Well, first of all, this is a right drive motor, and only the left one was working, but the right one was not working. And I bought a seal kit so that I could repair it. In order for that to happen, I needed to remove this and also have the appropriate seal kit available. If you guys are watching this video, I'm going to try to link up the source where I bought my kit from. But anyways, that being said, you could clearly see this milky residue. It's water, and you could kind of see some of it coming out. So in this video, we're going to take it apart and see if the seals actually got ruined. But this water is just, wow, it's interesting because I certainly did not expect to see water inside. I expected some busted up seals. But anyways, guys, I don't know if you want to hear a backstory about this Bobcat, but I'm just going to tell you one really quickly. I bought this secondhand for about 5,500 bucks, which was a deal. And I went ahead and got it. It was a hot market. This thing is a diesel. A little bit more on that later. And I was told it has brand new tires, which the tires look great. And you know, they showed like everything was working good, except he says it needs the right drive motor. Now, that being said, I was kind of wondering, why does it need a right drive motor? Like, why does this client actually says that it needs one when he's more than capable at actually fixing it himself? Kind of threw up a little red flag to me. So I asked him nicely, I said, hey, have you removed it before? He's like, no. I said, have you worked on it before? No, but he knew where I need to pick up the parts. He gave me the websites. It was nice of him, but it still kind of threw up some red flags. I'm thinking, does he know something that I don't? Because he was just telling me he rebuilt it, another Bobcat, rebuilt the whole engine, and this is just the right drive motor. If you guys watched any videos online, then you will see it is not that difficult to repair it. In order for us to start, you'll need to draw some kind of line, because these plates need to go exactly. That's really important. I mean, I don't know if it's possible to really switch them up, but this was a recommendation that I got from one of the videos I watched, and I thought that was a good idea, but I actually mark everything anyways. So I went ahead and drew one here, and I also drew one in the middle, kind of like that. But this should be enough, just one. And before you start removing any of the lines, I recommend that you remove this one last. But before you do anything, make sure you mark them. I started removing these, and then I decided that this wasn't a good idea. I went ahead and just removed the lines itself. But this bolt I did not loose, but these I did loosen, and then I tightened them back up. Just this makes a lot more sense. But anyways, it's kind of hard to get to these lines, so you'll have to first remove one of them, remove it just to get access to the other one that's kind of like further up there. But that being said, it's just 4 19mm bolts to remove the actual right drive motor and the left drive motor, that is. So now I'm very excited to try to take this thing apart, and we'll see what it's gonna take to fix it. Alright guys, let's begin. I have all my tools set up right here, and I have the entire seal kit right here. This cost me almost 90 bucks, but if a right drive motor is like 1,500 bucks, then this is going to save me quite a bit of money. But I'm not sure if this is actually the problem. With the water being there, I mean, that tells me something. so much water coming out of here. It's really crazy. Okay. Wow, so much milk is coming out of here. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it like that for now. This stuff is heavy. Anyways, I don't know if I found that junk. I want this stuff to just fall out. We'll just do this. Now you could kind of see why it was a good idea to mark things. It would be fairly easy to make a mistake. Now I know that this actually goes like this, but as I'm doing this, you could see there is a seal. So this seal appears to be too big to actually fit in here. There is no way to really make this thing work. As you can see, so this is no good. Anyways, this seal seems to be better. Now that works. See, I'm gonna put it where you could see the markings. So for now, we're just gonna take a look at everything. So here I could see a seal that appeared to be that it needed to be a nut spot. Now that could have shifted when I almost dropped this unit. It's a good thing some of these markings has worn in, so this would go like that. So the ones with the markings, they go outward. At least that's how it was here. Let's see if it fits the other way. It does. Does it appear to be different? Doesn't. It seems to be identical. I'm just gonna put that there. By the way, guys, I'm no expert when it comes to this. But I'm a really good observer at stuff. Now this looks like it should just slide up over here. Upon observation, like these seals, they don't look like they were disintegrated. They look like they're fine. Looks like somebody probably done this recently. But this is what I'm... So it looks like now this one, I'm not sure if it's supposed to move or not, but it's not moving. It almost seems like it got stuck. Or could it just be designed this way? Because if this is also stuck, then this could be part of the problem. Well, I just made that go inside. Let's compare the two springs. Now they got similar heights. So one of them thinks was slightly out a little bit. But I'm not sure if this should be getting stuck like it is. Like this one is kind of stuck. Maybe that little metal pin's supposed to go up and down, just like that other spring. I don't see why it would be designed to be stuck. Now there appears to be a seal here. Seems like a nice seal. It almost seems like somebody attempted to fix this before. Like that seal's fine. So could this be because of the water? And could it be water cooled? There's no water. Oh, there's no radiator. It's an air dry system. Then we have this one big seal. It just seems like it just doesn't work. But it appears to me that I need to wipe this down, get everything clean, make sure I don't lose any seals. So, I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Yeah, it appears to me that I do have lots of options for seals. One of them looks more like a gasket. Then I got some of these other seals. Now that looks too big. I don't wanna get these things confused. Now this is a normal rounded seal. This is too big. And that's too big. So could it be that this seal is designed to be in here? Let me see. Now that's a different style of a seal. This is rounded. Okay, so this is a used seal. And that's a new one. Mine does appear to be slightly smaller. But anyways, I'm going to just replace these springy things. And that one just dropped on me. because I do want to show you kind of like what I'm dealing with here. So I'm just right now just wiping things down. Just gonna get in there, just wipe up any remaining water. Now that seal seems to be fine. So these things kind of like fall out. I just dropped it again. So anyways, that one doesn't, so just, well, actually I could just put the spring in, then put this piece in. I don't know why I'm struggling with this. So now, looking at this, I wonder what is the difference between these two. Seems almost identical. I'm just going to replace it. Might as well replace this stuff while I'm at it. So apparently these are a lot more tighter. Let me see something. I'm gonna pull this out, see if I could replace it with a rounded ring. See what difference this will make it. I really don't like, I mean, seems like it went in just fine. For now, I'll just set that to the side. So looks like either I was wrong or something, because that piece looks like it locks in this way. That's more of a lock. Told you guys I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty good observer. I could tell these oil ports, it almost seems like they gotta line up, but this seems like a spinning part. I'm no expert, but I think this should be flush. Could it be the fact that, I mean, it is spring action, I could tell. It looks like springs are working. Maybe it has to be pulled together. So the ones with all the markings, it goes up. So it looks like there's another little grommet right there. I think somebody lied to me. It really looks like somebody attempted to repair this. And that was the website they recommended me for the parts. And it appears to me that these seals just really don't work that well for it. I don't know if this is some aftermarket garbage. Just how could I use this one? They're not that precise. Look at that. The only thing what I could do is I could salvage one of these seals, stick it in here. Now that okay, we'll just move on for now. This is the seal I removed from this side. Just use that one back in here. So that feels good. You want to make sure that this port lines up. Kind of cool how it all works. So that's too short. So it appears to me that I'm dealing with exactly the same situation here that somebody else dealt with, but that seal just worked. So that is a big plus. So that's good. So that was a seal. So kind of interesting. There's also markings here. This would go down inside because I noticed that one is shorter side, one's longer side. The longer side needs to go on the outer portion. So the grommet's right there. So there's also inner seals. And it looks like I do have those as well. Like this here. Yeah, that appears to be a correct seal for the job, which is this one. Let's see the sizes. Yeah, they're basically identical. Yeah, I think unfortunately people lie. I think somebody just, they did this rebuild and it just did not work for them. Could it be because one of the seals was installed incorrectly? Could it be because there was already water in the system? But based on that person, I don't think he would just give up for some right drive motor, because even though I still paid a lot for my Bobcat, in a way it's not a lot because the market was just getting started. The landscape market. So people were paying top dollar for them. Let's see, manufacturer number here. Just kind of cool. No, everything is lining up. One thing that I did not get, why could I not pull this out before? I don't know. Just seemed like it was not working for me last time, but two pins, which one of them, I don't know if it works correctly or not. Maybe it doesn't. But then, because of that oil port, what I was talking about, that oil port's right there, you'll want to make sure that you align that over here. I don't know if that matters or not. It's probably important. So those seals are in place. By the way, this thing already had a marking. Looks like somebody just cut a big groove in it. So in case I mess up and I would not have a marking, then I would have been okay. So here's the other seal. be a good idea to stick some bolts at this point. Maybe it would be a good idea to have the bolts all along. I think it would be a good idea to have the bolts. Okay. Whatever this thing is, I don't know where it goes just yet. Looks like it goes here. That's what I remember. Okay. So much more difficult to install with the bolts. what I've noticed is these things have these punctured holes in them. Something tells me they need to be facing down. So that seals there. I don't know if it matters, but according to what I'm looking at, looks like that's exactly how they go. That's easy enough. Should have just done that to begin with. So the inner is shorter. It's gonna go there. Okay. Just have to easily install this. Oh, I see. I see what's going on. That's perfect. Now, if I only done that the first time, I would have been in good hands. I'm just gonna put on two. That began to scare me a little bit. Okay, why was it having trouble? So that's just on two. Now we're gonna finally tighten everything. And that is how you rebuild a right drive motor. I think we all learned something from this video, including myself. I've learned something. So somebody either disassembled it and assembled it incorrectly. I don't know. One of the seals obviously looked way too long and it was out of place. There's no way for me to put it back. I mean, it could have been a culprit of just not sealing up at that portion. Could it be why there's water in it? I don't know. But hopefully there's no water in it now. I'm gonna do so. Set it up like this. I'll just leave it. I would like to replace that little number right there. It just looks pretty bad, but I don't know if I have a replacement. I mean, it's not on the outside, so if I do need to get rid of, to replace it, I can. By the way, I've loosened these bolts a little bit. just to give myself a little leeway with the pipes. This might actually make things a little bit better, including that's loose. But that's all I'm gonna do for now, guys. Now that I have the water in there, I don't see a reason to install this until I drain the complete system. And that's what I'm gonna do. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.